Hi guys, welcome to Tennessee Health Talk. This platform is there to educate you about your health, your well-being, and how to prevent diseases. You know that prevention is less expensive than cure. So keep following this program to know more about your health and your well-being, because health is wealth. If you pay attention to your health, you will be happy. So keep focusing and following Tennessee platform to know more about your health. So our today's topic is syphilis. So what is syphilis? Syphilis is an infection caused by bacteria, and most often it spreads through love making. This disease starts as sore that is often painless and typically appears on the genitals, rectum, or mouth. So whenever you have a syphilis, you will experience painless sore. That sore that has no pain. So syphilis spread from person to person through direct contact with these sores. So you can get syphilis if you get in contact with that person's sores. If that sore is through the rectum or the person's mouth, and you too you have a sore, definitely you might get infected with that particular disease called syphilis. So it can also be passed to a baby through pregnancy and childbirth, and sometimes through breastfeeding. So you can get syphilis sometimes through breastfeeding, or child can get syphilis through breastfeeding and during delivery. So after the infection happens, syphilis bacteria can stay in the body for many years without causing symptoms, but the infection can be active again. So if you have a syphilis, that syphilis can spend a longer time. Like the other time I told you that we women will keep diseases because we have a lot of holes. So if you have a syphilis, it will stay longer time before noticing that you have or syphilis. So without treatment, syphilis can damage your heart, brain, or other organs. So without treatment, it will cause serious damage to your health, to your well-being. So early syphilis can be cured. So if you just have a syphilis, it can be cured. Yes. So do not allow yourself to get so sick before going to the hospital. So the symptoms vary with each stages. So for syphilis, it has the first stage, the second, the third, and the fourth stage. So the first symptoms of syphilis is a small sore called creature. Yes, it's spelled CHANTRE. So that particular sore, when it's in your mouth, it causes no pain. It called trichard or creature. That sore, it causes no pain, and that is the primary stage or the primary syphilis. The primary syphilis. So the creature often forms about 3 weeks. It can form about 3 weeks before you notice that particular sore. So you may get rash while the first creature heals. You might get rash, and sometimes it look rough, reddish. So these are signs that you will notice if you have or syphilis when it comes to the first stage. You will also experience tiredness, sore throat, fever, fatigue, weight loss, if you have, or syphilis. So syphilis is a very bad disease. It's a very bad disease that we need to focus to. We need to focus on. So these are signs that you will notice if you have or syphilis at the first stage. So symptoms of secondary syphilis may go away on their own. So if you have or syphilis for the secondary stage, sometimes the symptoms go away. But without treatment after some months and some years, it might also come back. So you will also experience weight loss, swelling lungs during that second stage. So they have the latent syphilis. If aren't treated for syphilis, if you are not treated for syphilis, the disease moves from the secondary stage to the latent stage. And this also called the hidden stage because you have no symptoms as well. So for the second, the first, the primary syphilis, the secondary syphilis, you won't notice any sign. It's the same as with the latent syphilis. You won't experience any sign. So after the latent stage, up to 30% to 40% of people with syphilis who don't get treatment have complications known as tertiary stage. So if you are not treated for the first stage, the latent stage, you also have complication. So another name for this is the late syphilis. So for the tertiary stage, we can say late syphilis, right? And for this stage, if care is not taken or if you did not take treatment, it might damage most of your organs. For instance, your brain, your nerves, your eyes, heart, blood vessel, liver, your bones, everything, your joints, everything, it will have problem. So this particular disease is a very infectious disease. It's transmissible, and these problems may happen many years after the original or untreated infection, syphilis, that spread. So it can happen for a very long time. So at any stage, untreated syphilis can affect the brain, like what I was saying, it can affect the brain, your spinal cord, your eyes, and other parts, the major parts of your body. If care is not taken or if you did not take or treatment of syphilis, it will affect your eyes, it will affect your body and damage most of your cells in your body. So we have the three stages: the primary syphilis, the secondary, the latent, and the late syphilis or the tertiary syphilis. So later symptoms may include deafness, teeth problems. These are signs that you will notice that you have that third stage. You experience deafness. Sometimes when people call you, you have challenges of hearing them. So the third stage is the most critical part, but however, it's very important that you focus to all of these signs whenever you are experiencing it, to go at a hospital or clinic. So what causes syphilis? What are some of the causes of syphilis? So the cause of syphilis is a bacterium called Treponema pallidum. So it's spelled Treponema pallidum. It's called Treponema pallidum. So there is the bacteria that cause syphilis. So who are those that are at risk? Who are those that are very fast to get syphilis. So we said um, people who have multiple partners, right? So if you have multiple partners, it's very important and advisable that you reduce your partners and be faithful to one person. You and your partner can discuss that to avoid sexual transmitted infection like syphilis and gonorrhea and other infectious diseases. So unprotected love making. If you are making love and then you did not protect yourself, you are also at risk of getting syphilis as well. So these are risk factors, people who are at risk that can get syphilis. So if you did not treat syphilis, sometimes you are also at risk of getting HIV, that virus that leads to AIDS. So untreated syphilis can lead to HIV as well. So without treatment, syphilis can lead to damage throughout the body. So syphilis can also arise in the midst of HIV infection. So you see, it's very, very dangerous. It's a disease that you need to pay attention to. If you have a partners, it's very important you go to the hospital or clinic to do your checkup to avoid syphilis, because this particular infection can affect your body parts and even your organs. Sometimes you experience eye pain, redness, and vision changes. Your visions, your eyes, blindness. That is why sometimes a baby will be born and then be contaminated with blindness. Sometimes born with blindness, or maybe that the pregnant woman have um, or have a syphilis and was not treated, and that child, whenever that child is born, it might lead into blindness. So it's very important that we focus to this particular disease called syphilis. So syphilis can lead to sore throats and damage most of your organs. So there is no vaccine for syphilis. There is no vaccine for syphilis. It has not been found that vaccine, no vaccine. So to help prevent the spread of syphilis, you can follow these tips. Have safe sex or no love making or abstinence, so you can protect yourself by using condom before making love with your partners. Do not just make love recklessly. Make sure that you protect yourself before making love, before you be infected with any infectious disease like syphilis. And then another way to prevent syphilis is abstinence, where you either stay away and be faithful to your partners. Do not have multiple partners. So for pregnant women, make sure that you do your checkup. Go to the hospital and do your regular checkup. So you don't have to be sick before going to the hospital or clinic, right? It's very important that you do your screening to prevent syphilis. You can do your regular screening. Screening is wherein you are not sick at all, and then you go at the hospital to just do your checkup. So you don't have to get a lot of money before doing your checkup. Know that health is wealth and prevention is less expensive than cure. So if you are working or if you are doing your business or anything, it's very important that you go every month or after 3 months to do your regular checkup to prevent this particular disease or any infectious disease. So for more videos, please follow my channel to know more about your health, your well-being. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.